Ah, I see. Let me think. Spontamod recently initiated a research project on the ley lines and is looking for paid volunteers. There are several researchers in Spontamod who specialize in studying ley. They have been understaffed for some time. Even after they offer substantial pay, but they also... Yes, let's walk through the recruitment process. First of all, are you very good? How's your understanding of elements? Are you capable of using elements? All right, I'll put you down as the traveler, right? You'll have to find Gafoor for more detail. According to the standard protocol for receiving visitors, he sounded like he was in quite the rush to recruit volunteers when
Squall and Fury!
Do you still remember what the coffee's like here?
Of course. How could I forget? It used to be my go-to drink here. Listen, Gafoor. I suppose I should call you Professor Gafoor now. We're old acquaintances, so how about we stop beating around the bush? First you wanted to catch up, and now the coffee.
Academia, our original projects and plans have lost their backbone. So does Cyrus is also disappointed. To be honest, it's a real shame that you left the Academia, Lisa. With your wisdom and intellect, had you stayed in the Academia, you would have become a Herbot.
Hold on! That's Lisa! The librarian Lisa! Paimon heard that Lisa had studied at the Academia before, but...
If I'm reading the situation right, you're reminiscing about the past to convince me to come back, aren't you?
Well, I heard that you're currently the librarian for the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt. If you ask me, that's a tragic waste of your talents. Why waste your time and energy on something as trivial as taking care of a library? Your time is much more valuable than that. If you're willing to come back to the Academia, I have plenty of projects for you to preside over right away. The Academia needs people right now, and some of these projects are quite important.
Yawn. So all this talk is to convince me to come back. I'm guessing Professor Cyrus doesn't know that you're talking to me about this.
As a matter of fact, he has long wanted you to come back and work at the Academia.
Is that so? You know, Professor Gafoor, it isn't a good idea to lie to people. Our teacher knows exactly why I left the Academia after only 2 years. He would never ask me to come back. Giving up my life in Mondstadt and returning to the Academia as a Spontamod researcher. The price of seeking wisdom is no longer something I'm willing to pay. So please, don't bother trying to get me to come back.
Wow! So Lisa used to be a Spontamod researcher? Paimon's never heard her mention it before.
Besides, taking care of a library is important work. I've never considered it a waste of my time. Wisdom is hidden in every corner of the world. Never underestimate wisdom. No matter how a good scholar wouldn't overlook the small detail. And there's one other detail you probably haven't noticed. 2 people have been eavesdropping on us for quite a while now. Is there anything we can help you 2 with?
Hello, Lisa?
Well, if it isn't you, long time no see.
Excuse me, but what business do you 2 have here?
Well, actually, we're here to participate in a research project on ley lines for—
A research project on ley lines? Oh, darling, you haven't joined the academia, have you?
Right. Effendi told us a research project is looking for paid volunteers.
Paid volunteers? Gafoor, is the academia really that understaffed? Or are there projects that insist on the use of outside—
No, the paid volunteers are for a conventional project to monitor the ley lines. We rely on a lot of manpower to collect the data. There's no way around it now. But if only you would agree to come back and preside over—
If memory serves me right, collecting ley lines data requires investigators to go deep into domains.
We've seen our fair share of combat since leaving Mondstadt. Exploring a domain is like a walk in the park.
It's been so long now. I can only imagine what wonderful stories you have to share.
So there's nothing to worry.
Since you 2 are here to apply for the project, then please wait a moment while I talk to Lisa.
I'm sorry, Gafoor. My answer—
Aren't you even a little bit interested?
I have never regretted my decision to leave the academia.
I thought after all this time you would have a different answer. But you've made yourself clear. I'll only make a fool of myself if I keep insisting. In that case, I still have unfinished business to take care of. So I'll take my—
Yes. Don't worry. I'll be there on time.
As for you 2, please come see me later in the Mautiima Forest when you're free.